All right, where are we at on this thing, Ross?
We got a ways to go. Last week I went through and I kind of re-stabilized the garage, put some new womanized boards across the bottom, put 4 foot up and nailed it to the studs and nailed it and glued. Put a new header across the back. Just got a garage door today, and we're gonna be putting a garage door on it. Had swinging doors on it. Open up the side door because I only had like a 28-inch door. Something's way off the wall. And we're gonna put a regular 32-inch door on it. We have the inside, I think, gutted to the point where it's going to be, we can go kind of start going back together with it. We gotta get an electrician out here, plumber, things like that. And we got the termite damage taken care of for the most part. We still got some floor joists to replace, or sister, but we got the main beam throughout the house done, and some new jack posts in there. Got a few more jack posts replaced that are off that beam. But yeah, we're moving forward. It's slow, but we're moving forward. That's the key of it.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's been a little bit since we put a video out about this project before. If you guys seen the way it looked, it was pretty rough.
Yeah,
pretty rough. So we figured we would give you guys an update of where we currently are at with this project. So let's go check out the house. You know, we'll show you a little bit about the barn, you know, some of the stuff that he talked about, and then talk about what we're gonna do. And we need your guys' opinion on some stuff too. What's going on, everyone? Ross and I are back at our flip / rental.
Yeah, it's been a journey. So it's been interesting to say the least, because being real estate agents, we are busy during the summer and we're just a little bit slower during the winter.
Right.
And so we really haven't had much time to allocate towards this thing. And well, I think it's about time we really start cranking on it.
Absolutely, and there's already been a ton of stuff that has happened here. So in today's vlog, we are going to show you guys all the stuff that's happened, everything we've ripped out, and we also need your guys' opinion on some stuff. So make sure you stay tuned.
Let's get it done. All right, so believe it or not, it has been a rather challenge this year to actually get, you know, supplies and stuff. Windows have been 6 weeks out, and as you can see behind me, we got the windows kind of stripped out a little bit. And what we're trying to do, what we did was we cut the windows out so we could get actual measurements of the windows, we get replacements. And we went back and forth with, I'm not gonna drop any names, but their initials are HD, but we've been back and forth with them between damaged windows and misorderings and things like that. They've been great to work with, but just something you always have to allocate for. As you can see, the ceiling has been taken out. You know, if you remember in the last video, it was sagging pretty bad. And what happened was when they had this half wall here, they never took this board out. And so all that pressure, there was quite a span on that plaster, all that pressure pushed down and it caused the whole ceiling to drop. And obviously that tends to be some issues. So another thing you're gonna notice is we actually opened up the kitchen. We took the majority of this wall out. You can see on the floor here, there used to be just a doorway there. We really wanted to have an open feel, so when you walk in through the front door, it opens up to the whole kitchen. And there was a lot of discussions back and forth on how far we should open it up. We ended up doing a partial wall there, just for logistics wise, as far as where to put a refrigerator, because a refrigerator is the biggest appliance in your kitchen. And we didn't know really how to really, you know, set it up. Do we lose a closet and have more room for a refrigerator, or do we keep the closet and leave a half wall there? Otherwise the refrigerator is going to look like it's sitting out in the middle of the room. So we decided we want to do just a half wall, or partial wall here, partial divider in between the kitchen and what used to be and is what's going to be the dining room here. Now, as you can see around here, we've been really trying our best to keep the natural or the aesthetics of this house as far as the archway, and trying to minimize costs as far as leaving as much plaster on the walls as we can. We're only doing the necessary stuff. We do plan doing this as a rental, and we really don't want to have a lot of maintenance down the road. So we really wanted to kind of get some of the plaster off the ceilings, at least the stuff that was sagging, and we knew it was going to be an immediate issue. All right, so I am actually in the bathroom, what's going to be the bathroom, and you would be surprised, you know, just the difference in build design from what the 40s till now. This room actually used to have a tub in here, then they had a window there, obviously. But as time progressed, people wanted showers. So now we had to figure out how to put a window in the shower that's going to be safe. So we end up having to get frosted glass that's tempered. That way if you slip and fall in the tub, you bash your elbow, you don't cut yourself open and bleed out in the tub. Just simple things like that a lot of people don't think about. There's a lot that goes into remodeling a house. Like another instance is flooring. We look through the flooring in here, it's got all hardwoods, but some of the hardwoods are in really distressed shape. So what we've decided is we're gonna refinish the hardwoods in the living room, dining room, and the hallway here, but in the bedrooms we're gonna put carpet. Now, the reason being is because there was something spilled or animal, whatever, was done on the floors, and it actually made the wood shrink up, and we just can't bring it back. Now, some of the character of this house we're going to keep. For instance, like these double doors on this closet. These double doors are solid wood. They're awesome, and we're going to sand them down, and then we're going to end up doing white trim around everything. But then we're going to have a wood grained door here, and these doors on the bedrooms are going to be wood grain as well as the bathroom. So you have that nice contrast between the white and the wood grain. Really kind of gives it a lot more character and gives a lot more, say, 1940s, 1920s feel. So one of the biggest issues that we had in this house was termite damage. You can see on this board here how they just burrowed their way right into the wood, and this one here is actually going to get taken out and replaced. Now, termite damage is not the end of the world. We just got to learn, we just got to make sure that we do our due diligence and find all the boards that are affected, replace them out, make sure they're still structurally strong. And when we get down in the basement, we'll kind of show you some more of what we did to remedy the termite damage that was done. Like for instance, there's a rafter joist here that's also got some termite damage in, and we're doing our due diligence and making sure that we're finding all the affected areas, especially when they're structural, finding all the affected areas and make sure we change those out. And so let's head down to the basement.
All right, so now before we go downstairs to show you guys all the stuff that's already been done down there, I think the kitchen, we need your opinion on a couple things. First off, the trend right now with all of these open floating shelves. Now this is not a very large kitchen, but it's big enough we're gonna get some cabinet space in here. So we're thinking of putting floating shelves over on this side so that when you walk in or you walk in from the front door, you know, it's kind of a staple, it's kind of a feature piece of the kitchen. So the other thing that we want your guys' opinion on. Now, obviously you see we don't have a kitchen here, so we get to design whatever we want. Everybody is doing white these days. Literally everywhere we go, a lot of the new houses, a lot of people are doing white cabinets. So this is going to be a rental, so we don't want to necessarily do white cabinets. We want them to stay clean. So what are your guys' thoughts on, you know, if we do all dark cabinets, it's gonna make it feel small in here, but what do you guys think? This is kind of an illusional trick by going darker lower cabinets and lighter upper cabinets, so that you come in and the darker kind of brings your eye down and kind of feels further away, and then the lighter obviously feels more open. So we need to know that. We need to know what you guys think about the floating shelves, and then also possibly doing some type of floating island. That way, because this is smaller kitchen, having it not be fixed right here, so if you're not using it, you can tuck it over next to the window. Or, you know, if you do think about possibly doing a fixed island, should that be a little breakfast nook there? So we want you guys' opinion. So let's go downstairs. We did a lot of stuff down there. Let's go check that stuff out.
All right, so there was, like I said, a lot of termite damage in this house. And another thing that we really did not like was the steps that were in here. Partially because they were just disgusting, and yeah. Nonetheless, we'll just say they're disgusting. So when we go downstairs, these are updated style stair treads, built to code now. So as you can see behind me, we've done a little bit of work in here. see these jacks right here? We end up picking the whole house up and building a new beam and putting a whole new beam in here. These used to be 6x6 wood posts, and that's where we think the termites came up from under the ground, came up through the posts, got into the main beam, and it was sagging probably a good inch in the middle, inch and a half. And it was really interesting when you're picking up a house. You know, for one, you got to think about that for a second. You're picking up a house, but nonetheless, we took a sawzall and we cut the post off, and you could literally grab it with your hand and you could move it back and forth. That's how bad the termites got in that main beam. And the house is still standing, kind of a testament for some old builders. But we are in the process of right now trying to clean things out. It's kind of a never-ending process. Our plan for down here is we still have to replace a couple of these floor joists because they did get infested with termites. But we want to go through, we want to paint everything. Everything is probably just going to get painted white. It'll make it a lot brighter down here. As you can see, it's pretty dark. We still have some more work to do over on this other side. There's another steel beam that was there before us, and we have to put in some more of these red posts in here to make sure that they don't move, they don't go anywhere. There's some other areas that we have to focus on as well. But we really want this to be a nice house when we're done. We really want it to be stable. We don't want it to go anywhere, and we always like to be proud of what we've done with our work.
So one of the reasons why we did so much work to the shed, well, Ross did so much work to the shed, is because if we had ripped it down to put a new one up, we would not have been able to. This was actually grandfathered in here in Grand Rapids, so we can rebuild it with this stuff that's still here, but we could not just tear it down and put a new garage up per, you know, the city ordinances. So a lot of times if you guys are gonna buy a property and you have plans of doing that, make sure that you find out the rules and ordinances that are in your area, because if we had not checked into that, we would have tore this down and we would have got fines from the city for putting a new one up.
Yeah.
That would be bad.
Or have to tear the new one down.
Right, exactly. So we're not getting into that, no way. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We're having a blast doing this. There's still a lot more to go, so make sure you guys smash that follow button. Also, if you guys could share this video, if you enjoyed this, we would be grateful for that, because it helps spread it around. So we got a lot more stuff coming your guys' way, so we appreciate you watching, and we'll let you know. Yeah, we'll see you on the next one.
Yep.
Bye, guys.
See ya.